Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we got something pretty cool, but before we get into unboxing that, I do want to mention I do have a merch store. There's going to be a link in the description down below, and I have a bunch of Hot Wheels on there. I have a bunch of mainlines, premiums with some cool Fast and the Furious cars, as well as monster trucks, and the best of all, like Hot Wheel RLCs, and some other collectibles, so definitely go check it out. Link in the description down below. I also have a bunch of like brand new for 2024 Hot Wheels listed on there, a bunch of mainlines. I do, as you can see, there's a case. I do case unboxings, and a lot of those duplicates do end up on my website, and they are like new Hot Wheels. They're in great condition, so definitely go check it out. Link in the description down below. But let's get into the unboxing today, and what we have is this amazing Hot Wheel kind of box set, and this is obviously the Jay Leno set. In this is some pretty awesome cars. We have the Ford Shelby GT350R, and then next to that we have the 2017 Ford GT, and then we have the Jay Leno Tank Car. But my favorite one is in the back right here. It's the 1955 Mercedes Benz. It's the Blaues Wunder, and I am super excited about that. In real life, there are only like 2 of those that exist. I believe one is actually a like replica, and that's the one that Jay Leno has. The original, I believe, is still at the museum in Stuttgart, Germany, at the Mercedes Museum. I've actually been there, I've seen it, and it looks absolutely amazing. But long story short, that transport was actually created for the, I don't remember exactly what year, but this is in 1955, so I believe it was also like a 1955 Mercedes SLR. It was a race car. It was kind of like the predecessor to the Mercedes 300 SL, and that thing was absolutely insane, but it was used to get the race car to the garage during races, and it was made to be pretty quick, so it looks super awesome. It was a custom vehicle for Mercedes. So we are actually going to open up this box set, check out all of these cars, and if you notice, the box is kind of dented right here, and I did find this at Walmart, and they had a perfect condition one, which I did pick up as well. And then this heavily damaged one, there's a bunch of other kind of dents and creases across the front, some scratches across the top as well. The box is like a little crushed in, but like I said, there is like some crush damage right here on the corner. I did pick this one up because I do plan on opening it, so I didn't want to like buy a perfect one in case somebody else wanted to buy that, collect it. A lot of people don't want to collect damaged stuff, especially like a big box set like this. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. Buy it. It's damaged. I'm going to rip it open anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah, got the cars listed right there. But we're going to go ahead and bust this thing open. I'm going to go ahead and cut the seals. And I'm super excited to be able to check these cars out. I was most excited about that Mercedes transport. So one of my hopes is that they actually have a standalone transport set with this transport and the Mercedes SL from back in the day. That would be such an awesome set to have, and I am really hoping Hot Wheels does that, especially since they've already made the transport for this, and it is a Hot Wheel Premium. So all they would have to do is just make the SL, and I think that would be amazing. Wow, these cars look awesome. So if you've never opened one of these, there is a bunch of tape going across here, and there are a bunch of rubber bands. So I'm going to go ahead and get my X-Acto knife out and cut the tape and rubber bands, and we're just going to work our way down the line. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start on the end with the Shelby GT350R. Let me get all these little pieces of rubber band out from the kind of wheel well here. Alright, so we have it out, and this thing looks absolutely amazing. I did just notice that there is a chip on the front splitter. A little white chip right below the stripes right there. So that's a little disappointing. But honestly, like the package was already damaged. I probably could have seen that before I bought it. But this looks absolutely amazing. All that detail there. It looks so good. Those rims look really nice with this as well. And these are cars that Jay Leno actually has. So I believe like all the color schemes and everything are kind of based off of that. Like I said, the detail on this is amazing. Even has a little GT350R on the side. But that front end also looks really nice and really detailed. And I think that is a really cool casting. So let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think of that. I'm just going to go ahead and set it right here. And let's go ahead and cut out the next car. So next up we have the 2017 Ford GT. And this one also has like a little imperfection on the front. Oh man, I really picked a bad case. All I was noticing was the damage on the box, and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect so that a collector can still get a regular case and not have to buy a damaged one. But right below the kind of logo, there's a little chip in the red stripe. But honestly, this one looks really, really nice. I really like that gloss black with red stripes. And the wheels look nice on that as well. It's all blacked out. A lot of detail, especially with the exhaust, the taillights, little license plates, even like some little red, like little reflector lights. But this is a really nice casting. And all the attention to detail looks really, really good. I really do like this quite a bit. So let me know down in the comments down below what you think of that one. And then also the bottom is kind of more flat, kind of like a skid plate. You can see the rear diffuser there. But that looks really good. And if you guys were curious, the bottom of the GT350R is a gloss black. And it does just show like the exhaust kind of going down like most Hot Wheels do. Alrighty, now let's go ahead and cut out the next car. Alright, so this car is the Leno Tank Car, and I believe it's a... Honestly, I don't know too much about it. It is a custom one-off, I do believe. And that looks absolutely wild. All that detail there also looks really good. Hot Wheels did a good job with that. But you see like that front axle just sticks way out there. Looks insane. And kind of there's the whole car. It's going to open top single seater. Has the exhaust going down the side there, which is pretty crazy. And then the back end is pretty simplistic. Obviously the tires stick way out. And the bottom actually is kind of cool. It has like all the info about it right there. But this is an all metal construction. I believe some of these pieces are... Well, like the kind of engine components, those are plastic in there, but like everything else is metal. It's like the whole body and everything. But this is a really cool car, and I think it's pretty awesome. The rims look really cool too. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Just all that chrome, it just kind of has all that reflection. But this is a good way to kind of see the real rider tires. So we got treaded tires up front, and then we got smooth like slicks in the back. So that is a really cool car. Actually, I did say single-seater, but if you look in there, there's actually 2 seats. You see the steering wheel, the gauges, and everything. So it's actually pretty detailed. So that's honestly really cool. They did have this as a standalone in a Hot Wheel premium form already. So we did see that, but it's kind of cool being able to have it opened up, especially with this set. I was going to open the set anyway for that transport. So being able to take this out and kind of handle it is pretty cool. But last car, we are going to go ahead and pull out that transport. And wow, this is a really cool build, and it is pretty much all metal. Like all the blue that you're seeing is all metal body, and it looks really cool. You see the spare tires up under there. There's one on each side, and that is such a cool transport. Like Mercedes actually made this as a custom transport for their race car. And apparently it was super fast. Like it could race down the road and get their car like kind of back to the garage real quick. Like I'm just like in awe with all the detail. It even has like the original text on the door. And kind of like the streamline effect with the way the roof kind of comes back like that. But also the way like the whole front end sits above, like it kind of hangs out. And the reason for that is to give it a lot tighter of a turn radius, and I guess also with like weight balancing, because once you have the car on the back, it actually balances the entire vehicle, so when you're traveling at very high speeds, you can actually kind of have like a more balanced vehicle because you don't want to do anything crazy. But I am curious if this moves or anything, or if it's just stationary. So I believe it is stationary on here. Yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely is stationary. You can see like the rivets. But it is really cool though that like under like the platform here, you can see the extra tires. But the real one actually had like ramps that kind of slid down and back. So the actual race car that that went on this, I think I've been saying it wrong this whole video. It is a Mercedes SLR. It's not the new SLR. It's the one from like the 1950s. And then the 300 SL did come after that. So I believe I've been saying it wrong this entire video. But I did also notice that there is the Mercedes logo right there. And then on the rear bumper, there's a little sticker with a D. And that's actually for Deutschland, which is Germany in German. And a lot of people put like a sticker on the rear bumper that kind of tells you what country they're from. But I do not have an SLR, but I do have a 300 SL. This did come out and replace the Mercedes SLR. So this should be about the same size, and boom, that looks really cool being able to put that on there. And let me see if I can kind of hold this up as to not, there we go. So that looks absolutely amazing, and especially like that red and blue. The SLR was actually silver, so it looks silver and blue, and it looked really, really nice. This is kind of like the replacement, so it's kind of nice to be able to put an actual Mercedes on the Mercedes transport. I don't know if other cars will fit on here as well. So the Shelby is a little too wide, and the Ford GT is also too wide. So, I mean, this was made specifically for Mercedes, which had a little bit narrower wheelbase, especially like the old school ones. So I'm just going to probably display it with that Mercedes on there until I get like a different one. I believe they do have there's a silver IWC 300 SL Hot Wheel. I might have one somewhere, so I might open that up to display it on this transport. But I think that looks absolutely amazing there. So let me know down in the comments down below what you think of this, and also out of all of these, let me know which one is your guys' favorite. We have the Leno Tank Car, as well as the Shelby GT350R and the Ford GT, the Mercedes transport. But if you guys like this video, definitely go down, hit the like button down below. I do a bunch of awesome videos with kind of like unboxing. This is a little different than what I usually do because I don't typically get box sets like this. But I knew that since I was going to get this Mercedes, I was going to open up all of these, check them all out, and I might display some of these. These aren't really good on the Hot Wheels 6-lane raceway because the rubber tires actually make it a lot slower. But I will probably display these like with my personal collection. But if you guys did like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and a bunch of other awesome videos, especially with Hot Wheel case unboxings. But as always, thank you for watching.